Well, yet another terrific start here for SK Gaming. He goes on 5 HP. They have the man advantage. They still have all the firepower, and Fallen, they just can't get anything going. An underpass against him. He's always one step ahead. Yet another pick. JDM's been spotted by Fur as well. And Hiko is working his way towards connector. Fur hears those steps. So they have all the information now, SK Gaming, to make the play happen.
3 more kills, even with this big of a lead, even with so much going their way. They're still playing it slow. No one is rushing anywhere. No one's leaving anything to chance. JDM going down, Hiko going down, and now Nitro alone, 1 versus 5, with a pistol being flanked as well. SK Gaming, what an incredible team. It's up to Nitro. He does get a shot and picks up an AK, but there's no saving it. He has to go and fight, and they're getting close. Here's the spray coming through. He takes out Fur as well, but he's down to 12 health. And now it's just all in the details. Easy for SK to pick it up here. Trying to walk through the smoke, but it's just not gonna happen. SK Gaming, 2nd major championship in a row. They are your winners.
Well, some spoke of the SK era. LG, under the LG banner, they won their first major. Under the SK banner, they've won their 2nd major with the same roster. Are we looking at the new dominant force in Counter-Strike? It certainly feels like it after a performance like that in a grand final match.
I don't think there's any question now. This is the best team in the world. They've proven it over 2 tournaments. They've proven it over a span of months. The way they play the game is just so hard to go up against.
I don't know what you would need to be able to defeat them. They're just so powerful. Absolutely incredible performance here.
There is no weakness in their lineup, and now
Okay. All right, Fallen, let's try and get a few words right now while you're celebrating. Great victory, fantastically powerful all the way through the tournament. Not really any flaws in your game at all. There are a few mistakes in the semi-finals you said you wanted to work on, but is this the perfect team right now in Counter-Strike?
Yeah, I think we found the perfect team. We have been trying for so long. I personally have been trying since 2009. It's 7 years trying to achieve tournaments, and I have the perfect guys on my side. I mean, everyone from all of them played so well. On the first map, me and Fur personally didn't have a good map, but it's about a teamwork. Doesn't matter if you're good individually, you need to fit in your team, and I think everyone here is perfect for what we need.
In terms of winning a 2nd consecutive major, could you just put that into words, what that means to achieve? It's such an incredible feat.
This is more than expected, being honest. We just get outside Brazil, get outside our families, we get outside our house to try to do something, but I think we're doing more than something. We're building a legacy, and that's a dream for us. That's everything we dream in.
Yeah, let's talk about that legacy a little bit, because this actually could be the SK Gaming era. We've had one before in 1.6, but we've never seen anything quite so dominant as this right now, except for maybe Fnatic.
Yeah, I think that's true. We will keep working to win more tournaments. I think it's our 7th final this year, which is a lot, very impressive already. But we need to keep working. We will not slow down as we did after the last major. We will now have a good break because we are out of the tournaments. We're just gonna go back for CS in August now. So we're gonna have time to go back for our families, stay a little of time in Brazil, and then we're gonna come back again with a full force to next tournaments.
All right, well, best start. Ladies and gentlemen, the ESL One Cologne major champions, SK Gaming!
Six days ago, we started with 16 teams. We now crown the Brazilian side, SK, as the kings of Counter-Strike, the best Counter-Strike team in the world. The SK era is officially here. Gentlemen, the Brazilians now dominate the Counter-Strike scene. Duncan.
I mean, you can't argue with back-to-back majors. And what's more, this one they won here, there's none of those asterisks or the excuses. Oh, Olaf Meister was injured, Guardian had the sensitivity issue in the final. No, this time you went against the best teams, you won comprehensively over the whole tournament. You have the best team in the world, probably the best in-game leader, the best AWPer, maybe the best overall player. I mean, the level of superlatives you can go with these guys, we could spend 20 minutes just saying how good they are.
Definitely, I think they're the most well-rounded team at the moment. They've shown, even when they're not playing at their best, that they can pull through, but this grand final was just a clinic for them. You see it time and time again, players performing individually, getting multi-kills in rounds, and when they're playing at this level, I think that there's not another team in the world that can stop them.
We saw how much it means to them, Blue. So much emotion on that side, and I have no doubt there's so much emotion on that stage right now.
Yeah, absolutely, and considering that this is now a second repeat victory, and I mean, in my opinion, these past like 3 or 4 months of Counter-Strike have been some of the most competitive we have had in such a long time. So many top teams. We basically have a new team taking a different tournament every single weekend at this point. G2 has been stepping up, a lot of the other big guys, and this event just in itself has had to have had some of the largest amount of upsets within a single event.
I think for this team in particular, it's not just, you know, they've been asking them a year from now, a year before you just came in, moved to North America and everything. I think that's the main thing about this team. It's not the destination, it's not where they are now, it's how they got to here, right? They gave up a lot. They really did make a huge effort to try and make it into Tier 1 competitive Counter-Strike, moved away from their home, basically. And I think that's what makes them such an amazing team, right? That's what gives them, you know, that's how they're able to make those crazy moves. When you think they're down and out, they step up yet again and they manage to come back. The sheer amount of determination, grit, mental fortitude they have, I think that's because of the way they got to where they are now.
Yeah, one factor that I think is always a key quality of like a true champion is not the idea that you win because it was your best day, you know, the opponent was playing badly, you caught a bit of luck here and there, you know, you went way above your normal level. The true champion is the guy where he can play 7 out of 10 on his level and he can make that enough to win no matter what. And he can play against an opponent like Virtus Pro, be in all kinds of trouble, be down a map, all these bad situations, and somehow he always finds a way to grind out, go through, and then we can have performances like this where everything does come together, and then you see like the full capability of a team like this.
Champions have made sacrifices and they have earned their spot at the top of Counter-Strike. And just a moment of reflection, of course, of the North Americans. You can see Simple there, his last performance alongside close friend Hiko. The North Americans did so well to get to this point, Yenko. Such an admirable performance from Team Liquid to see them in the grand final. Just a moment to close out this fantastic event.
Definitely. I had